Let me ask you something, and I need you to answer honestly. Why are you still standing in the exact same place you were 1 year ago, 2 years ago? Why are the same people around you, the same bank account staring back at you, the same excuses sitting on the tip of your tongue? While you have been comfortable, others have been moving. While you have been waiting, others have been building. This is not a motivational speech designed to make you feel good about where you are. This is not a pat-on-the-back session. This is a direct, unfiltered wake-up call because someone has to tell you the truth. You are capable of so much more, and yet here you are, still watching, still waiting, still wondering. That stops today. Let me tell you something that nobody wants to hear. Comfort is the silent killer of potential. It does not come at you loudly. It does not announce itself. It wraps around you like a warm blanket and whispers that tomorrow is good enough. And while you are sitting there feeling safe, your potential is rotting from the inside out. Most people are choosing mediocrity every single day, and the terrifying part is they do not even realize it. They wake up, follow the same routine, think the same thoughts, and wonder why nothing changes. That is not living. That is slow decay dressed up as stability. The urgency is not next month. It is not next week. It is right now, in this moment, because every second you stay comfortable is another second you are falling further behind. Let's talk about the lie you've been hiding behind for years. I just need more time. No, stop it. You have the same 24 hours that built empires, launched movements, and created millionaires. Time is not your problem. Say that out loud. Time is not your problem. You know what the real problem is? Your priorities are a disaster. You have time to scroll for 2 hours every night, but no time to build your future. You have time for every distraction, but zero time for the one thing that could change your life. That is not a time problem. That is a decision problem. Every single outcome in your life right now is a direct result of what you chose to prioritize, not what you wished for, what you actually chose. So stop hiding behind the clock. Let me introduce you to the concept that separates winners from permanent victims. It is called radical accountability, and it is about to make some of you deeply uncomfortable. Stop blaming the economy. Stop blaming your parents, your neighborhood, your past, your skin color, your education, or your circumstances. Every single result you have right now, your bank account, your relationships, your health, your career, is a direct mirror of the choices you have made. Not bad luck, not timing. You. That promotion you did not get, that business that failed, that relationship that collapsed, somewhere in each of those stories is a decision you made or refused to make. The moment you own every outcome completely, without exception, is the exact moment your life begins to actually change. Accountability is not punishment. It is power. Let's talk about fear. That thing you've been hiding behind like it's some kind of shield. You want to know what fear actually is? It's a story. A fictional story you've written, rehearsed, and performed in your own head so many times you actually believe it's real. Fear is not a wall. Fear is not a warning. Fear is a lie dressed up in your own voice. And you keep hitting replay every single time an opportunity shows up. Now, I want you to think hard. Name one, just one, genuinely successful person who sat around waiting until they felt completely ready before taking action. You cannot name one, because that person does not exist. Nobody felt ready. Nobody had certainty. They moved anyway. Fear never leaves. You just stop letting it drive. Listen to me right now. One decision. That is all it takes. Not 10 decisions, not a perfectly mapped-out plan, not a 5-year strategy document sitting in a drawer somewhere. One single decision made with absolute, total, unshakable commitment can completely redirect the entire trajectory of your life. History is packed with people who made one defining choice and never looked back. But here is where most people destroy themselves. They sit on the fence. They say maybe. They say, let me think about it. They say, I will decide next week. And next week turns into next year, and next year turns into never. Stop it. The fence is not a safe place. The fence is where dreams go to die slowly and quietly. You are either in or you are out. You are either moving forward or you are standing still. Pick a side, right now. Let's talk about the real dream killer. Not failure, not competition, not bad luck. Overthinking. Analysis paralysis has buried more potential than any failure ever could. You sit there running scenarios, calculating risks, waiting for every variable to align perfectly, and meanwhile your dream is quietly suffocating under the weight of your hesitation. Here is the brutal truth. There is no perfect plan. There never will be. Every second you spend over-analyzing is a second someone else is executing. You want to research more, think more, prepare more. But preparation without action is just procrastination wearing a disguise. Imperfect action will always destroy perfect inaction. Always. A messy start beats a flawless fantasy sitting in your head every single time. Stop waiting until you have all the answers. Move now. Adjust later. That is how winners operate. While you are sitting there debating, overthinking, and waiting for the perfect moment, someone else is already moving. Right now, at this exact second, there is a person with the same idea you have, the same dream you have, and the same opportunity you have been ignoring. The difference is, they are not waiting. They are building. They are grinding through the discomfort, through the uncertainty, through every obstacle you are using as an excuse to stay still. Every single day you hesitate, they gain ground. Every morning you hit snooze, they are already ahead. Competition does not care about your feelings, your timeline, or your reasons. The market rewards action, not intention. Someone is coming for exactly what you want, and they are not asking for your permission. So the real question is, what are you going to do about it? Let me destroy something you have been holding on to like a security blanket. You think successful people wake up every single morning fired up, pumped and ready to conquer the world? Absolutely not. That is a fantasy sold to you by highlight reels and motivational posters. The truth is brutal. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. They come and go like the weather. You cannot build an empire on something that disappears the moment life gets hard. Discipline is what separates the ones winning from the ones watching. Discipline shows up at 5 in the morning when motivation is still asleep. Discipline pushes through exhaustion, rejection, and doubt without waiting for permission. Stop chasing motivation like it is some magical force. Build discipline like it is your most valuable asset, because it absolutely is. Let me destroy this fantasy you keep holding on to. The perfect moment is never coming. Never. Jeff Bezos launched Amazon from a garage. Sarah Blakely started Spanx with $5,000 and zero business experience. Steve Jobs built Apple during an economic downturn. None of them waited for ideal conditions, because ideal conditions do not exist. The market will always be uncertain. Your finances will never feel fully ready. Competition will always be fierce. Stop using circumstances as your excuse to stay frozen. Every single day you wait, someone less talented than you is executing their imperfect plan and winning because of it. A mediocre plan executed consistently will always outperform a brilliant strategy that never leaves your notebook. Stop perfecting. Stop planning endlessly. Start moving. Consistent execution is the only currency that actually buys results in the real world. Let me be crystal clear about something. High performers do not stumble into success. They engineer it deliberately, daily, and without apology. Winners wake up before the world does. Their morning routine is not a suggestion, it is a sacred ritual that sets the foundation for every single decision made throughout the day. They do not check their phone first thing. They do not scroll through noise. They move with intention from the moment their eyes open. And their environment? Locked down tight. No chaos, no clutter, no confusion allowed. But here is what separates the elite from everyone else. They have absolutely zero tolerance for energy-draining people and situations. None. Not a single drop of their time or mental bandwidth goes toward anything that does not serve their mission. That is not arrogance. That is survival. Let's talk about the people surrounding you right now. Look at your inner circle. Look hard. Because here is the truth that nobody wants to say out loud. The 5 people you spend the most time with are either elevating you or destroying you. There is absolutely no middle ground. None. Zero. Stop pretending that toxic friendships are harmless. Stop acting like negative energy does not transfer. It does, every single day. If your circle is comfortable with mediocrity, guess what you are becoming? Mediocre. If your circle celebrates excuses, you will keep making them. Energy is contagious, and you are absorbing whatever surrounds you constantly. The wrong circle will smile at your face while quietly celebrating your stagnation. Audit your relationships today like your future depends on it, because it absolutely does. Let's talk about failure, and let's not sugarcoat it. You have been conditioned to fear failure like it is the enemy. It is not. Failure is the tuition fee for success, and most of you are trying to get the education without paying the price. That is not how this works. Here is the real question you need to answer right now. How many times have you quit versus how many times you actually failed forward? Because quitting and failing are not the same thing. Failing forward means you got knocked down, learned something, and came back stronger. Quitting means you let the discomfort make the decision for you. Every single legend you admire paid in failures. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times. Michael Jordan got cut from his team. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is the pathway to it. That story you keep telling yourself, the one about why you are not ready, why the timing is wrong, why your past makes success impossible for you, that story is not your truth. That story is your prison. Every single morning you wake up and replay that script, you are handing over another day of your life to a lie you wrote years ago. You did not choose failure. You chose a story that guaranteed it. Listen to me right now. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the author of your own life, and authors have the power to rewrite what comes next. Stop treating your limitations like they are facts carved in stone. They are not. They are sentences on a page. Pick up the pen, rewrite the narrative, starting today, not tomorrow, today. Now listen closely, because this might be the most important thing you hear today. You cannot become who you are meant to be while still clinging to who you used to be. Those two versions of you cannot coexist. One has to die. The old habits, the outdated beliefs, the identity that kept you small and safe and comfortable, all of it needs to be burned to the ground. Stop trying to renovate a house that was never built for the life you want. Tear it down completely. Right now, ask yourself honestly, what version of you is holding the real you hostage? What belief are you still carrying that expired years ago? What habit are you protecting that is quietly destroying your future? Burn those bridges. No looking back. The person you are becoming has no room for the person you are leaving behind. Let's talk about balance. Everyone loves preaching about balance like it's some holy grail of success. Work-life balance. Emotional balance, balanced schedules. You know what balance actually is? It's a comfortable excuse to never go all in on anything. Every single person who built something extraordinary, every empire, every movement, every breakthrough, went through a season of absolute obsession. Elon Musk sleeping on factory floors, Kobe Bryant shooting at 4 in the morning. These people were not balanced. They were consumed. They were possessed by a vision that refused to let them rest. Balance is for people who are okay with average. You are not average. There are seasons in life where obsession is not optional, it is required. Stop apologizing for your hunger. Stop dimming your fire to make others comfortable. Get obsessed or get left behind. Now let's talk about money, because this is where most people completely fall apart. You say you want financial freedom, but every single day you operate from a place of lack, fear, and scarcity. You check your account, hoping something changed. You hesitate before every purchase like money is something to be terrified of. That mindset is not protecting you, it is imprisoning you. Scarcity thinking keeps you playing small, taking low, and settling for less than you deserve. Rich people do not think about what they cannot afford. They think about how to create more value. They think in possibilities, not limitations. So right now, I need you to confront your relationship with money honestly. Stop treating wealth like it belongs to someone else. Start thinking, deciding, and moving like the person who already has exactly what they want. Let me ask you something that should shake you to your core. What do you want to be remembered for? Not what sounds good at a dinner table. Not what impresses strangers online. What do you actually want carved into the legacy of your life when everything is said and done? Because here is the brutal reality most people refuse to face. Your daily actions are either building that legacy or destroying it, and there is absolutely no in-between. Every hour you waste, every excuse you repeat, every opportunity you ignore is a direct vote against the person you claim you want to become. Legacy is not built in one dramatic moment. It is built in the ordinary Tuesday afternoons when nobody is watching and you still choose to show up. So tell me honestly, are your actions matching your ambitions, or are they completely contradicting everything you say you stand for? Here is the moment of truth. Everything shared today, every hard truth, every challenge, every strategy, means absolutely nothing if you walk away and do nothing. Let that land. You can consume every book, attend every seminar, watch every video, and still stay exactly where you are. Why? Because information without execution is just noise. Knowledge without action is not wisdom, it is expensive entertainment. You paid with your time, your attention, your energy, and if you leave here unchanged, you wasted all of it. This is your peak moment. This is where most people nod, feel inspired for 48 hours, then crawl back to their comfortable, mediocre routine. Not you, not today. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not information. It never was. It is execution. Pure, relentless, unapologetic execution. So what are you going to do right now? This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not Monday. Right now. The moment this ends, you pick one thing, one bold move, and you execute it without hesitation. Send that message, make that call, launch that idea, start that plan. No more rehearsing, no more waiting for permission. You have had enough information. What you need now is the audacity to act on it. Every second you spend debating is a second someone hungrier than you is using to get ahead. You have sat on the sidelines long enough. The world does not reward the prepared, it rewards the decisive. So here is the final truth. The only thing standing between where you are right now and everything you have ever wanted is not luck, not timing, not resources. It is the single decision you make in the next 60 seconds. Make it count.